Okay, so today we are going to be drawing your character. And well, I lied already because I don't have a YouTube community yet that is able to actively participate in these types of videos, so I have instead gathered these characters from other art YouTubers. Now this is a two-part video because there were so many good characters and character designs that I couldn't leave one of them out, so I decided to do all of the 12 different character designs, but I could not do 12 character designs in a week, guys, be serious. So there will be a part 2 of this video and the next part will come out next week, so there's something you can look forward to. But enough yapping, let's get into the video. And the first character we have is Null from the Null artist. If I'm not mistaken, I think Null is a Sona of the artist Null on YouTube, and a few other artists have also submitted their own Sonas as the character itself. So well, I was kind of confused with these Sonas because if it is a Sona, then an artist either has intro video where they like introduce their character or they just don't. So Null unfortunately did not have an intro video or who is Null type of video, or maybe I just did not find that video. So if I did not find it, that's on me. It's really not that big of a deal because if there's not much resources about the character, then I am free and able to draw what I think the character should look like or might look like based on my initial first impressions of the character without knowing them, by the way. So when I was looking at Null, I had a vision in my head because it's a blue character and it's okay. Null means eerie, right? Kind of unknown and maybe void type of character. So that's where my mind went immediately because Null, hello, that's where my head was at. I was thinking about voids and unknown characters, these enigmas. Even though the even though the character that they sent me looks really fun, goofy, I just decided to harp on the name and decided to make Null look really scary. And now that I look back, I did change their personality quite a lot, which I apologize to the artist because sometimes when you create a character, you want their personalities to stay the same even though someone else is drawing it. So I did ask the artist what they would want added from the original characters and what they would want to stay the same and all of that. Null responded with yep. So that was my sign to make a character that breathes. And I have decided that this character breathes. So basically I just took that as my sign to change his entire personality, and that's my excuse for it, okay? Null said breathes. Regarding the character design, I'm not so sure how I feel about this character yet because I changed a lot of their personality. So I feel bad that I did that even though I do like what I came up with. I don't know, it's really complicated, okay? I have a complicated relationship with this character design or redraw. When I say I don't like this character design, I'm not talking about the artist's character design, I'm talking about my rendition of it. Now moving on, the second character design is from the artist cloudifish or Cloudy, and the character's name is Zinc, and their art style is literally so amazing, and she has drawn her characters in so many different scenarios and it sounds like I am recording this from the side of the road, and it's just really fun, right? It's so fun. Oh my god, I'm having so much fun. Anyways, what I was saying is this artist has drawn this character Zinc in so many different scenarios and so many different, well, basically scenarios so that I can understand. Well, she did not draw it for me, but she sent me all of this so I was able to understand what this character is and what this means to her. And when I asked her what she would like to be kept about this character, she just said she wanted this character to be a short, nonchalant kid, and honestly deserves because this is queen. When I saw this character design of Zinc, what popped in my head immediately was that cool Indian girl. Have you guys seen that? Like, are you on that side of TikTok? She gives me that vibe so much, and that's why I decided to lean into that vibe a bit more. And so I started with my character design, and I had a bit more clearer vision of what I wanted this to be and what vibes I wanted this character to give in my redraw. So I did a character design, but then when I was done with it, I realized I am literally copying this artist's art style and not doing it in my own art style. So I was like literally copying their art style, which was not a redraw. So I decided to just start again and remember that this is my art style. So I added a nose is basically what I'm saying, okay? And so I started again, and this time I was in love. Now there is a small change. Obviously, as you guys could see, there has been an outfit change, and now the other change that I'm talking about is that this character's hair is out. I don't know what happened to my voice there. And now Cloudy's art style is really cute and so vibrant, and oh my god, I'm obsessed. But in her art style, it's a bit more chibi, right? And so I'm taking a few creative liberties and making her hair longer because I don't know, I just love drawing long hair, and now that I'm thinking about that cool Indian girl, I just have to make her hair long, okay? So that's one thing that I feel like I have changed quite a bit, but don't worry, she might just have gotten out of the shower, or maybe there's not any shower in this world. I don't know how this world that she's in works, but basically she's drying her hair out, okay? She has her hairband or hair tie thing in her wrist. So she's just basically, what I'm trying to say is I feel really good about this redraw, and I'm so proud of this, and I don't know how you're supposed to make a character look short, so I hope she looks short enough for Cloudy, and I hope I did her justice, and I hope you really like it, because I really do. And also, to exaggerate the height, the one thing that I did was I made the earphones really long, and she does not have earphones on the original drawings, but I feel like earphones are just a bit more nonchalant, and these earphones are really long, but I blame that on the alien world wherever this character lives. Now for the third character design, we have lifeofliii, and Lee has sent me one of her character Bricks. And now there is quite a bit of lore surrounding Bricks and the environment that he is in, and Lee has made a whole video about her cool OCs and their lore. And all of that cool stuff, you can go check that out after you're done with this video, which will be in the description, I hope. But to summarize all that amazing lore into a stupid voiceover is that there is this institution called the Gray Institution, which is basically a troubled teenagers facility, and it's kind of like a boarding school, so there will be some troubled teenagers there, and Bricks is a part of that. And regarding the family background of Bricks' mother did not survive after he was born, and his father, well, he basically helped his father in his truck driving business, and he grew up with his grandparents. But his grandpa was a really strict guy and thought he needed to be straightened out, and he was basically violent with Bricks. But he did have an amazing soft grandma, but since Bricks is mixed and he had amazing curly hair, his grandmother was trying to quote unquote tame his hair, and he damaged his hair in doing so. Now, lore aside, Lee wanted me to keep the personality and clothes quite the same about Bricks, but she did give me some liberties if some details did not work with my art style. And I am so sorry to say this, but this is one of my least favorite redraw that I will be doing today. In fact, this is my worst redraw that I will be doing today, so it will be uphill from now, because Bricks is honestly, I don't know what I did. This is so complicated, and there's so much lore surrounding him, and he is such a complex character. So I guess I was putting a lot of pressure in my head just to get it right and display his sadness and his sort of depression, and maybe just get that just right. So in doing that, I just ruined the fun out of creating a character because I was so heavily pressuring myself. And maybe you guys might even like it, but I don't know, maybe I just held myself to a higher standard, or maybe it was just an off day, but I really do not like this character, and I apologize to Lee. Your character deserves so much more. And also, this was one of the characters where I decided to do a full background for him, and I'm assuming this would be what Gray Academy looks like. Now, Lee does not have to accept anything or accept that this is what Gray Academy would look like, but that's just what I had pictured when I was picturing Bricks, and I really don't think it's the design I did that messed it up. I truly think it's the rendering that I somehow screwed up, that I was just being what I do, and I was just doing what I do and ruining everything with rendering, because I don't know, man. I don't want to get too hard on myself because I do like the background, but Bricks himself, I just completely did not do it justice, I feel. Now, I could have gone back and redrawn him, but honestly, I had so much more to do, and I still have so much more to do because there are 12 designs. So I just decided to keep it pushing and complete the design. Now, one thing that I want to mention, another thing is I'm not sure how you would draw like heat damaged curly hair, because guys, I am like really uneducated on curly hair and hair textures. So forgive me if this is not what hair looks like damaged, but I'm pretty sure this badly drawn hair might resemble a heat damaged hair too. And honestly, if I could go back and redraw this and I had the time in the world, I would redraw this as many times as possible to just get it right. But I really did not have time, so I just thought I would apologize to Lee while filming this video, or while editing, I guess. Now, the next character design is from Colleen, who goes by Colleen and her full name basically. And they sent me 2 of their amazing characters, Iris and Winston. Now, to be honest, you might be seeing an eyeball being drawn based on where you are on the speed draw, but I actually initially decided to draw Winston and not Iris. But when I went to look at character design ideas and what I could draw, my mind was just drawing a blank, because they are a death entity, but they work part-time job as a librarian, and Colleen did a wonderful job portraying these 2 ideas, because Winston looks goofy, he looks silly, he looks like he would have a key, but all my mind was going to was scary, 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 scary. And maybe my mind is just not developed enough as an artist to draw a silly death character, because the idea I had was like a plague mask and all of that, but that just wouldn't work with like a silly character, even though Colleen made it work. Also, a bit of backstory given by Colleen is that these 2 characters are actually best friends. Winston and Iris are best friends, and now I really hope she was not expecting me to draw both of these characters. If you were, I'm so sorry to disappoint you, but I will just be drawing Iris, which is amazing because I actually love this character design. And so now Iris is a designer. No, sorry, Iris is actually a researcher of human beings and their history and culture. And so she documents them, and she also likes bugs and forests and is teaching herself how to paint, which is so cool. So I was wondering why not put Iris in a forest, because she likes forests, and she is in a forest environment where she can do all her research about humanity through a telescope, because she's just an eye. I mean, she just has one eye, okay? And honestly, I always kind of draw a bit more human-like characters, or like a bit more reality-based characters, but drawing a floating eyeball as a character was just such a refreshing time for me, because when I was done, it just looked so silly, goofy, and fun. Oh, that rhymes. I don't know what this script is, guys. Oh my god, I am so hot. Now, the next character design is from Rin, and he sent me his Terraria character, if I'm not mistaken. And this is a character from Terraria. My nose just made a noise that I've never heard before. Anyways, Rin also has some videos talking about his character, but I'm not sure if there is, or if I just missed the part where he talks about the lore about his character. Also, the name of the character is Mika. But I have heard him say that this is a Terraria character. Now, I don't play Terraria, so forgive me for I have sinned, but I am not aware about the terminology and if some of these items are known in the game, or if it is fully created by Rin. And now, one thing I love so much about Rin's character design is how he did the diamond staff. And honestly, guys, that diamond staff is so good. I am obsessed with that diamond staff. What can I say? Like, now, besides that, what I can say is this character was screaming to me, because this looks a lot like something I would create myself, because I was so into the witchy character energy. Obviously, this is a mage character and not a witch. Also, I'm not sure if there's a difference. I am sure that there's a difference, but I don't know what it is, because I don't play D&D and I've not read the handbook, so I'm not sure about these classes, or if they're even classes, or I'm not sure. But I was really excited to get into this character design. And one thing that I really wanted to keep consistent in this part of the video, or basically in this video, is I really wanted to give each character's different backgrounds. As you might have seen or been noticing, all these characters, they have a different backgrounds. Like some of them have a comic style background, some of them have a fully painted or whatever background, and some of them have like a bit more abstract background. So yeah, that was one thing that I wanted to be consistent in this video. And since I was so obsessed with the diamond staff, I had to involve it or include it in my post. And when I was drawing this character, I was in a really primitive time in my life. Actually, I was trying, there was actually no internet and the power was out, so I did not have any Pinterest to look at for poses. I used my data, but it was not working, so I just was able to look up one pose. So basically what I'm saying is I struggled with this character's pose as well. And one thing about me that is not hidden is I always struggle with poses and being able to choose the perfect pose for my character. But basically what I'm trying to say is I struggled again, okay? Wow, big deal. Now, speaking on the character design, I am low-key obsessed. I love this character design that I did, or redraw that I did. I did do a small change, and that small change is that I made her socks into a knee-high boot. I'm really hoping and praying, thoughts and prayers, that Rin is okay with me making this change. And obviously this is not a canon change, okay guys? This does not have to change anything about Rin's character or whatever, okay? This is just a fun video. I'm scared, don't come after me. But yeah, I stayed true to the original character because, well, it's an amazing character and there's not really much to change. Not saying that any of these characters had anything bad to change about them, but oh well, you guys understand. But I had a lot of fun creating this character and I hope you guys like it as well. Now, the final character design is from Ray Spark. And as I say that out loud, I am just now realizing that their name might be Ray Spark and not Ray Spark. Ray Spark. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. But I've been calling her Ray Spark in my head this whole time. But anyways, the character that Ray Spark, famously known as Ray Spark, sent me is this sort of mafia character. Now, I'm not sure if Ray has any videos about this character design or this character's lore, but I unfortunately was not able to find it, so I had to go off of what I saw in that character just by looking at them. Basically what I saw in the character, basically judging a book by its cover. So what I saw was he was kind of like this mafia detective-ish kind of character who has a blob. One thing I noticed is that this character will have a green blob everywhere, and so I decided to keep that in mind when I was drawing. But yeah, he's just like a mafia daddy with a really cool haircut. Mind you, one of these haircuts makes them look kind of lesbian, but that's low-key iconic. So yeah, that was what I was picturing in my head when I saw this character. So that's what I decided to lean into, like this sort of mafia alpha male sort of stance, and the smoking of the cigarette, that it just makes you look even more mafia. And he just might be clocking out of 9 to 5, guys. We're not really sure. We need to ask Ray Spark, whose name is actually Ray Spark. But anyways, this was a really fun challenge for me because I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but I don't really draw guys that often. Oh my god, secret revealed, bubbles burst. And in this video alone, I have drawn 2 guys, which is too many, and that is me stepping out of my comfort zone and drawing guys. And I'm really proud of me for not making, well, I'm not sure if Null is a guy, but I've basically created 2 masculine presenting characters, okay? And I'm really proud of them. I'm proud of them for being masculine. It must be so hard. But now, when I was drawing this character, there was really a lack of green, but in each and every one of these character designs that Ray sent me, they had quite a bit of green, and green was basically like a uniting color and like a theme of the character, so I could not have left that out. And I almost forgot the blob. Imagine if I forgot the blob, that would be crazy. So I decided to add the blob in last second, and so you might not be seeing it in like the line art and stuff. And I also added a lot of green in this character's background. So also I decided to make the smoke of the cigarette green, and don't ask me why the cigarette smoke is green, okay? Don't question me on what kind of smoke this guy is smoking, but it's green, okay? Deal with it. And honestly, this character design came out, oh wow, he came out, but no, this character had a really quick turnaround and honestly was one of the shorter character design time wise. I don't know what I'm talking about, okay guys, it's late and I don't know what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this was a fun character to draw and I had a really good time trying to redraw it, and I really like this redraw as well. But with that being said, that is all I have time for in this video. I say as I did not just create 6 whole characters in a singular video, and I still have more to go. Like, I'm about to go insane. So stay tuned for 6 more character designs.